Hi, I'm Krista with Daytona Yoga, and today I'm going to do an instructional video on Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. And this is a posture that in general is very strong and very powerful, and we want to know the foundation and alignment of this posture so that we can really tap into that essence of the posture, the strength and the power that comes with Virabhadrasana 1. So go ahead and stand on your mat. So you want to come to the top of your mat and start in mountain pose. This is, in Sanskrit, we say Tadasana. The feet are grounded, shoulders pulled back and down, belly is in, tailbone is tucked under, crown of the head is stretching all the way up to the sky. Feet can be touching, but they don't have to be. You can always go a little wider. Good, so from this strong mountain pose, you actually want to maintain this essence of this energy, kind of this lengthening up through the crown of the head and the grounding through the feet. Let's take the right foot and step it all the way back. Good, now go ahead and ground that back foot. And what I want you to focus here is that the hips are squared off to the front of your mat. So I'm not open to the side. You can almost imagine if you had your hip bones were kind of headlights or flashlights, where would they be flashing? And you want them flashing straight to the front of your mat. So the hips and the shoulders are in alignment to one another. Your feet don't have to be on a tightrope here. It's fine to make them more like railroad tracks. You want to feel stable and steady. Let's start with the hands on the hips. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And then as you exhale, bend low into that front leg. Now as you do that, you may need to go wider with your stance till you figure out where you need to be. And at any time, it's fine to move your feet. Sometimes you come into this posture from the floor and you might not have the feet right where they need to be. So you want the foot right underneath the knee, the ankle underneath the knee. You still want those hips. You want that right hip actively coming forward. Back leg is straight and strong, and you can kind of think of the front of the thigh moving back and up to really activate and strengthen through that leg. Good. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, go a little deeper. As you activate through the core, take the arms and reach them up to the sky. As you exhale, maybe go a little deeper. The ultimate goal in this posture is to get the thigh parallel to the floor, but you may not be there. That's not important. That's just where we're headed. Even more of a challenge here, you can lift the gaze up. Again, that's just an option. It's up to you. Even with the arms, you can do lots of different things. You can keep the hands on the hips. You can bring them to the heart. Really just different expressions of the same posture. But this is a very grounding root chakra posture. You actually want even weight in both feet so that you can feel that essence of the pelvis just kind of sinking down to the floor. Once you're here, you want to kind of tap into that strength and that powerfulness of the posture. Good. One variation here is to lift that back heel and to press that heel into the floor. This is a more challenging option because it is more challenging balance-wise, but know that it's available to you. Good. So from wherever you are, just go ahead and step back up towards the top of the mat. You can shake out the legs, walk a little bit, just do whatever feels good to you. We're going to go ahead and try it on the other side now with a little bit more awareness. So we start in that strong mountain pose. Feet can be right underneath the hips. Top of the head all the way up to the sky. Good. Once you're nice and strong, take the left foot, step it back. Rotate and plant the back foot and adjust the feet. Again, they can be on railroad tracks. For many of us that are just starting out, that's important. Sometimes we line up the back heel with the front heel, and that's okay if that works for your body. That doesn't work for everybody because of the rotation of the hip or the length of that leg. So you need to figure out where you need to be. Good. We start with the hands on the hips, actively, that left hip coming forward, right? We imagine those hip bones. So sometimes you see people in Warrior 1 here. We want those hips squared off to the front. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bend nice and low into that front leg. If you need to adjust the legs, go right ahead. Wherever you are, be very mindful here that we don't want to have such a short stance that our knee is going past our toes. Okay, if that's happening, that's definitely a sign that you can go wider. Maybe you don't have the leg quite as straight. If the strength isn't there, that's fine. But you do want to go low in the front leg. Keep the left hip actively moving forward. Back leg straight and strong. It's like the outside edge of your back foot is pressing down into the mat. Good, draw the belly in. We want to keep the chest lifted. Another common mistake is to lean forward in this posture, put all the weight into the front leg and into the front of the body. But we really want to lift up. Again, even weight between both feet so that the pelvis is just sinking straight down. Then we activate through the belly, lift up through the chest. Focus our gaze. If you want to look up, you can. Each exhale, maybe go just a bit deeper. And the whole time you're feeling that left hip pull forward as the right hip pulls back. This helps ensure that alignment in your body. Good. Let's release the arms. You can release the back heel, step it up to the front of the mat. Good. Just shake it out a little bit. So that's our Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Practice as much as you need to so that you can feel comfortable in the class. Namaste.